Hi, my name is Anina and welcome. I actually got back from a trip to London and Morocco and I took videos here and there, but I felt like there isn't any through line between them. So I am here to fill in the gap. We took the train from the airport to the Airbnb, but we had to take a little detour because we arrived before check-in. I will describe London as New York, but it just felt more charming and at a smaller scale. I love their little red buses, but honestly, it felt really similar to London. So we took a little detour and we went to the Borough Market, and I did not film because I was very hungry and very tired. But I will recommend the Black Pig. I think that's what it's called. They sell sandwiches. It's pretty popular. They also have the tapa stand, which was really good. It was the best tapas I've had outside of Barcelona. I would also recommend the oyster stand. I've only had oysters 3 times in my life. That oyster stand was like number one. So I will recommend it. We eventually checked into our Airbnb. The next day, we tried to catch the change of guard at Buckingham Palace. I did not bother filming because we arrived too late and there were so many people there already. But the walk to the Buckingham Palace was beautiful. We went through a park and there were a lot of wildflowers growing alongside the path, and it was a very scenic route to the palace itself. We then decided to do a little shopping and we went to Realization Park. I got a dress there, which I will show later. And I also got a couple of books. And then we went to Bencone, which is a very popular pasta place. I wouldn't recommend their artichokes, but apart from that, I would recommend anything they have. I then had my first afternoon tea. It was at Dalloway Terrace. It was more of a thing you do if you've never done it before, but I wouldn't do it a second time again. On the last day, we walked from the Fitzrovia neighborhood to Roberts Hall. We walked an hour or so. To cap the night, we went to Dishom, which is pretty popular Indian restaurant. I really like that flapper aesthetic they had going on, and their food was amazing. Now I want to show you the books that I got and the dress that I got. So number one, I have Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. I don't remember where I heard of this book, but I did. And I went to the bookstore and I noticed this white title against the blue cover, and it just got my attention and I got it. Reading the excerpt, it's about this eccentric woman retelling the story of the disappearance of her two dogs, and we just follow her as she tells that story. Number two, we have The God of Small Things. I've heard of this author because a woman in our book club was reading her recent memoir and she really liked the memoir. She really liked the author, but I don't really read nonfiction. So I decided to get one of her books instead. I really don't know what the book is about. I didn't even read the excerpt. I kind of want to be surprised because I've heard so many like good things about it. Number three, we have The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's, of course, a classic. I am going to wait to read this in the winter. I like reading bigger books in the winter. I think it brings a form of familiarity because you spend so much time with the characters in the book. So, yeah, I am excited. This will be my big book of winter. Number four, we have Sophocles. I dabble in Greek literature here and there. And I saw it has three plays from the Greek author Sophocles. It has Antigone, Oedipus the king, and Oedipus at Colonus. I've heard the story of Oedipus, the king that falls in love with his own reflection, but I haven't actually read the story itself, so I thought I would pick this book and actually read the story. On number six, we have The Door by Magda Zagbo. So the book is basically about her retelling the story of her maid and the weird and eccentric relationship they have. I am currently reading this. It's actually so funny. I do not expect this and a bit toxic, I will say. And I got this dress at Realization Bar. It's a very simple dress. I would try this on, but it's very hot right now. It's a simple dress. It's long sleeve. I already like the fabric. It's very light and it drapes really well on me. Yeah, so that's the only like item of clothing I got in London.